The Kenya National Archives and Documentation Services is an archival central and a home to a wealth of cultures and invaluable history on display for all to experience. A time capsule right in the heart of the Kenya's capital, Nairobi. Meet Mary Ann Wanyonyi, the Deputy Director at the National Archives. She shares her great insights on the history of this colossal structure and its genesis.
Kenya National Archives, for the public and the majority, have always been coming as a monument, a place for meeting. A majority of, you're talking about your audience, if you ask them, they'll be telling you like a landmark, let us meet at archives. But they have never known what is this archives, what are some of the things that are at the archives. So yes, let me demystify some things. One, this building that houses now the Kenya National Archives was built in 1928. It was initially the Bank of India. It started operations during those 1930s, but it was built in 1928. So Kenya Commercial Bank bought then the building in 1970. This is why behind the Kenya National Archives there's a matatu stage that is called Commercial, because KCB was housed at Kenya National Archives. So then from 1970 to 1978, the government bought this property and then relocated Kenya National Archives from Jogo House basement to come and occupy Kenya National Archives. So officially Kenya National Archives began operations in this building in the 80s, 1980 to 82.
According to the Deputy Director, most artworks and artifacts found here at the National Archives are credited to Joseph Murumbi, Kenya's second Vice President, who was not only a great enthusiast of African culture and its way of life, but also a collector of artifacts. Some of them are as a result of generous donations from collaborations with other countries.
Some of the galleries, the artifacts that you have seen have been donated as gifts. They were given to him as gifts. And then he decided to preserve them at the Kenya National Archives, but not all. So because you have seen different cultures in Africa, not just specifically Kenya, you have seen things from Nigeria. They were given as gifts to him. So we are preserving culture cutting across in Africa.
The Kenya National Archives serves several key mandates and functions. These attributes have not only served us, the public, but also our government. In addition, foreign researchers who are keen to learn a thing or two about the Kenyan and African history, as well as her people, culture, and way of life, often come here.
After independence, 1965, there's an act that was passed in Parliament, the Public Archives Act, which established now two things. One, the office of the director, Kenya National Archives. Then two, functions and mandate of the Kenya National Archives. So after the act in 1965, which established the Kenya National Archives, 1990, the government added another mandate to the Kenya National Archives. That is why it is called Kenya National Archives and Documentation Service. So the documentation service was added as a function to us in 1990. At the Kenya National Archives, some of the functions that we normally do is not only allowing people to be able to look at their lineage and find, trace their family history. We are mandated by law, one, to go outside and advise on proper public records management. Then two, we are mandated as well to acquire and preserve archives for posterity and also to make it available.
Some of the biggest achievements made by the Kenya National Archives include the brokerage of peace between Kenya and Somalia over the border strip, the acquisition of post-colonial records from the UK government, and solving land disputes, among many more.
The government pursued our migrated archives, and they were brought in this year in June, 9.1 terabytes of them, 2,665 records of volumes of records that were brought here. So yeah, partnership with the UK pursuing our records and bringing them back is an achievement for us. We have also been used not by government alone, to broker peace. During the Kibaki era, Somalia had a problem with us. The only persons that brokered that issue, seized the fire, was Kenya National Archives, because we produced records to show clear boundaries between Kenya and Somalia. So Somalia remained with their own, we remained with our own. We have partnered with the criminal investigations, police. They all come here for records so that they can be able to solve court cases and deal with the matters to do with criminal cases and land issues. So all of those records, you can access them here.
The Kenya National Archives is indeed a trailblazer in the preservation of the Kenyan culture and its people's history for posterity.
Having an art gallery also is a means of preserving our culture, because some of those artifacts speak about our culture. For example, the pots, the significance of those pots as per different tribes of the Republic.
And in the famous words of Marcus Garvey, a people without knowledge of their past history, origin and culture is like a tree without roots.
Yo,